Good evening, traders. This is Brian with TraderShark.com, an educational website to learn how to trade the E-mini S&P futures. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, 2013. The market opened up this morning at 1625.25, represented by this white dotted line. We generally don't trade in this opening range from 9:30 till 9:45. However, we had a pro range reversal here and got a quick contract off for a total of 4 ticks. And as we worked our way in through a 9:45 time frame, we had some news reports come out. Most of them remained within consensus range, and yet the ADP employment situation was worse than expected. So I was expecting a sell-off in the afternoon, did not know what we were going to expect in the first part of the morning. We did have a nice trade that got off here at about 10:13 to the downside for a total of 10 ticks, and then a nice little pullback, got our first target off, and got stopped out on our second contract for minus 2 ticks. We then had what's called a shark attack trade that occurred right here at about 10:30 or so. First contract got off at plus 8 ticks, and then I got a stop out from minus 11 ticks, and in that particular case I took a loss of 3 ticks. It wasn't a bad loss considering what our potential was for the target areas. Now if you took this trade as just a standard wave trade, you would have got both first and second target and been fine. I held on a little longer than expected, and I got stopped out for minus 3 ticks. We then started to see a lot of sideways chop, a lot of volatility was kicking in, and at this time our market internal started to go flat, still went off on a first target, got our first target off and got stopped out for minus 2 ticks in this one. So it just seemed like one of those days we were getting a lot of reduced risk stop outs. And then later on in the morning, right here at about 11 o'clock, one that I missed, I can't remember why I missed it, but I've got it colored in yellow. It actually materialized for a good trade. So one of those days that I picked all the bad trades, but missed the good trades. And it happens. And so then we went into our, getting ready to go into our lunchtime no trade zone to the downside. And yet this particular trade, even though it was a counter trend trade, was good for 2 ticks and 4 ticks to the long side. And that's, you've got to wait for all indicators to line up. Going into the no trade zone from 11:30 to 1:15 Eastern Standard Time is a period of higher volatility. In this particular case, we actually had higher volume, but it shows we don't trade during that time frame. Coming out of the no trade zone, I had gotten back to my desk a little bit late here. Trades had fired off. An auto wave went off long and ended up profitable, hitting both targets. And then an actual wave trade went off, hitting both targets. But I missed those trades, so I colored them in yellow. I'm using this for an example. And then going on into the afternoon, we stayed above our moving averages, worked our way through the moving average to the downside, an opportunity to get short. In the room, I had said where the entry was. We would have gotten our first target off and got stopped out for minus 2 ticks. I got a late fill, and as a result, got run over. I took a total of 16 tick loss in that. Going into the afternoon, again, I don't generally trade from 2:30 till 3:30. It's a period of a lot of sideways motion. And in this event, another nice trade set up to the downside. I did not get filled on that one. And going on to the close, another trade to the downside, set up. First and second target were hit. I did not take the trades in yellow. This is for Shark Den members to see where they may have materialized on their trades for the day. And that was it for the rest of the day. A lot of our market internals were going flat, telling us not to get into any trades, so I avoided any further challenges into the afternoon. So for the day, we had a total of 5 trades. Ended up the day minus 9 ticks.